Welcome to Listcussion. It's been a while, my friends. I hope you've missed us as we haven't missed you. Small, slight change to our Listcussion format. We're going to do a lot of them with just me and Natalie, so that Natalie has room to talk and me and Andy don't ramble. Sorry. We're sorry.
Was that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
when you said things, it was good. But then me and Andy
you.
would ramble.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
So you guys know how this works. We find a list on the internet and we go through it, deciding if we like it, dislike it, reacting to it live. And this particular list is the 10 massive video game leaks of 2020 that you need to know about. I'll say how many of these are actually leaks or just clickbait for the title.
I've actually gone through this list just to screen it. And most of them, well, I had to, and most of them are actually accurate.
But are they surprising?
Kind of. I mean, yeah, some of them are. I would say so. Yeah.
Okay. Number 10 is that Sony is developing a new horror IP.
Yes.
Honestly, I kind of expected this.
It had such a huge reaction. It would kind of be silly to not kind of act on it, if that makes sense.
I mean, was it PT came out? It was Sony exclusive, I believe. It was always Sony exclusive.
Yes.
Konami freaked out. The whole thing happened with Hideo Kojima and them totally panned out the way it was. Basically, PT got canceled and Sony lost their horror IP from Kojima. It was kind of expected that he was going to do something like this after Death Stranding, especially if you've played Death Stranding from beginning to end, as I have. You could tell that he enjoyed doing a lot of horror elements. It is an incredible game. Anyway, I'll talk about that in another video. Don't give me that look.
Oh, I mean, everyone's
it was an
experience, to their own opinion, no matter how wrong they are.
It was an experience.
Okay.
I will say, as much as I hated portions of that game, I did finish it, and a week later, really wanted to play it again.
I don't know, man.
I don't know why.
I've heard you coming upstairs a couple of times and ready to quit, basically, even after putting in 40 hours or so.
Yes,
you were kind of like, I'm done with it, and then you ended up going back. So I don't know if that's a definition of a good game.
It was an incredible game.
Okay. All right.
Number 9 on the massive leaks list. I have been tracking these leaks up and down.
I assumed you would have, yeah.
And as a part of us finally getting back to making EM videos, which if you're wondering what had happened to us, the video explaining will come out after this. Natalie wanted to get real content out first.
Did I?
You said.
Yeah, sure.
So
it was all me. Yes,
it was
absolutely.
entirely your plan.
Absolutely.
I've got a whole bunch of this information I'm going to read off to her. But the next Assassin's Creed will be set is Ragnarok. It's a Viking-based one.
So you would love that.
Oh my God, yeah. I love Vikings. I love Assassin's Creed. It's like peanut butter and strawberry jam going together.
I think it's jelly.
No, I know it's jelly.
Oh, right, okay.
But they're different enough.
I'm standing behind that because I've always said Assassin's Creed's a great series. I just think that they need to take time and not make it a yearly release, which is kind of why it kind of went downhill. I mean, the latest one is incredible, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, Odyssey and Origins are incredible.
The one before that was kind of like, where are we going with this?
I want to say it was Unity, but yes, you're right. It had gotten to the point where it was they were just churning them out at such a rate. Even as an Assassin's Creed fan, I was like, what is going on with that? I mean,
you would be behind it regardless. I mean, it's Assassin's Creed, but they were just, it's just like any of the other series that just kind of went downhill because they were trying to compete with other series and just making it a yearly release, and it just ended up just kind of like tarnishing, I guess, the name of the series. So
it definitely did. Even as huge fans, it was like, it became a point where you were just like, can you guys do a better job? By the way, I just opened up 2 of these other lists down below that I know you saw me do. These are going to be great for follow-up videos. 10 games that made you feel uncomfortable and 10 of the most satisfying boss kills.
I guarantee you 100%. Everything that you read on this list is not going to make me feel kind of uncomfortable. I guarantee
that is almost a challenge now.
I guarantee you, man.
All right. Number 8 is that there are 2 new Silent Hill games coming in 2020.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I've actually, I mean, this has also been trending. I've been following it up. You can go ahead and read it if you want.
Well, long story short, they've broken their silence statement that they're looking to bring the series back, and they've described a soft reboot of the franchise, which could be nothing more than a great thing considering how messy current Silent Hill canon is. Soft reboot's an interesting way to put it, though, because sounds to me like they're just going to start a new arc, but keep all the previous stuff and content and continuity.
I mean,
Silent Hill doesn't even really have much of a continuity. It's just crazy. I mean, it does. I'm a fan of that franchise as well, and they've gone way downhill because their continuity is very much like, here's how Silent Hill started, and then like the next game comes out, and they're like, no. Before that, this started and that instigated that one. So you thought that was the beginning? No, this one's the beginning. And then the next game comes out and it's like, no. What started that incident was actually an ancient Indian burial ground over here, and that instigated the little girl incident, which instigated that's how they do their continuity. It's so annoying.
But it sounds like most of the series nowadays, though.
Yeah, well, they just keep adding in like, because the idea is like this was the first supernatural event, and then they go, no. That supernatural event was predated by this supernatural event, which actually started that supernatural event. You know, it just keeps doing that.
Yeah.
A soft reboot I can kind of see where they're just going to add a new thing. But why are they saying 2? Why 2?
Well, as you can see right there, the art director kind of has been talking about his mystery project. Yeah.
But 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's good though, right?
Only thing I can think of is that they're going to do a traditional Silent Hill, but they're going to try to do their own version of PT as well. Maybe in VR or something along those lines. Or mobile. They might try a mobile game. Mobile apps are insane. They're becoming more and more. Literally, the latest game I'm playing on the phone, I've argued it should just be on my PlayStation or my Switch.
At this point, there are so many people trying to capitalize on the PT craze right now that was canceled. Yeah. And I think Kojima is one of them as well. Because he's been tweeting a bunch about his new project. Literally, 2 or 3 weeks after Death Stranding was out, he came out and said, "Hey, I'm already working on the next game. That's going to be probably horror based." So,
yep, and he did say that Death Stranding 2 may or may not exist. Which I could see either way going well.
Yeah.
Number 7 on this list is Crash Bandicoot game is coming. I had this theory like 2 or 3 years ago when they started trying to get hype for them. You saw a lot of resurgence, old trilogies, old original PlayStation titles coming back, Spyro.
Yes.
My theory was that they were bringing all these out to see if anybody cared enough to make a new title.
Some people do. I mean, don't ever underestimate the power of nostalgia.
Oh yeah, well, Crash Bandicoot. Even I played. I think it was the Nitro trilogy, whatever the latest thing was, the HD.
Yeah.
It was the one where we had the issue where they fixed a lot of the graphics, but since he's a triangle and the graphics are fixed, you couldn't jump properly.
That's fair.
Like, no one thought of that.
That's unfortunate. Yeah. This one.
What is it?
This next one, Horizon Zero Dawn heading to PC. I've been tracking because if this actually happens, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. That means no exclusivity about PS4, PlayStation in general. And that means, fingers crossed, that means if this actually is heading to PC, then there's a potential that Bloodborne might as well. And
I want a sequel to Horizon.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Forget about Bloodborne. No one cares about Bloodborne, Natalie.
You haven't been watching sales, have you? No, I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's huge. It's a huge potential there. That also means Last of Us 2, by the way.
Yep, Last of Us 2. Yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn is a PlayStation exclusive, which the rumors are that it's going to be hitting PC. This actually I thought she was full of crap because she told me about this without even looking at the list.
I've been tracking about.
We were talking about this the other night, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But I looked into it. PlayStation actually broke the exclusivity by announcing MLB is going to be coming off the PlayStation, going onto different platforms.
Yes.
So this leans towards maybe the PlayStation 5 is going towards the PC route, very much like how the new Xbox is looking at it, becoming closer and closer to a gaming PC.
Yeah.
By breaking their own exclusivity, they're allowing all of their titles to make more money, get more revenue, come to PlayStation, play them a year in advance, kind of an attitude. I'm excited if this becomes, because I love my PlayStation, but I hate exclusivities. I hate not being able to play with my friends on other platforms. I hate that it's taken so long for all of this to work out.
Yeah.
This shouldn't have been an issue, and this looks like they're finally getting away from it. So.
Yeah, I'm super hyped. Yeah.
The next Batman game is Court of the Owls. That's
also why I kind of I was like, let's roll with this list because we're talking about Batman. And who doesn't want to listen to Ben talk about Batman?
The Batman game hype has been going on forever. They have been leaking Court of the Owls. They've been leaking GCPD logos. This is not a quiet leak if you're following the Batman game thing. I think the latest one is that it's not going to be Batman. You're actually going to play other people on I think it's Damian is what they were implying. I've heard every rumor from Azrael to Damian to Nightwing. All of them are going to be the primary people. We're going to have it. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I don't know. This says that there's possibly going to be a younger Batman going up against the Court of the Owls, which I don't know why that was never thought about before, because we did that with Batman Origins. The one with that you fought against Black Mask in the Christmas time.
I think that's it. Yeah,
I think it's Origins.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised it's taken so long to be doing this in general. And in this article, they actually mentioned, they could produce a Batman game that could have the same wide breadth as Insomniac's Spider-Man very easily, considering Spider-Man took a lot of stuff out of the Arkham series to make it as good as it is. And I love Spider-Man. I'm not even trying to argue about that.
Yeah.
So. This is another incredible one. I'm a huge Metroid fan, and I haven't touched it in years because we haven't had a solid Metroid since Prime, the shooter on the Wii, GameCube.
Wii.
Voices in the background are narrowing down my 2D Metroid coming to the Switch. I could see this. They did do another 2D Metroid recently. I didn't like it though because it had a weird counter system.
Yeah, you did tell me about that.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
So you hyped about that one?
I mean, I just like Metroidvania style games, and if you get Metroid,
yeah,
and eventually we'll one day get Metroid Prime again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, so I'm excited about this one in general. That's going to be a cool game to play. Mm-hmm. I know you don't play very many of the Metroid titles, so
not really, no. So that's
brand new Paper Mario.
Yeah, I've tried Paper Mario when it first came out. I don't know what it was about it, but I nothing is gonna quite hit it like Super Mario Bros. 2, which is my first one that I ever played.
Right. Well, I liked actually Super Mario RPG.
I don't like the concept really.
The Paper Mario series?
Yeah.
It's an RPG Mario. That's what it is. It was basically, they made Super Mario RPG. Something went wrong with Square Enix. They couldn't make a sequel to it. So instead... Square Enix made the original Super Mario RPG game. That was why I played it.
That's news to me right there.
So they made Super Mario RPG. Everyone wanted a sequel to Super Mario RPG. It was like Final Fantasy in the Mario world. Like crazy storylines, characters. Like it was awesome. And so since they couldn't... I don't know what the deal was. I don't know a lot of the behind the scenes and all that other crap. But what it came out basically is that they couldn't make a sequel to it. I think what it was like Square owned the rights to too much of the RPG side of the story.
Yeah.
So they made Paper Mario. They made their own version. And that game's been great. The only one I didn't like was it was on the 3DS. Whatever one was on the 3DS, I didn't like that one that much. I just didn't grab me like the other ones did.
That's fair.
But it's also been a series that I can totally... Oh, Paper Mario Sticker Star. I think that was it. I think... Because it wasn't like a true Paper Mario. It had a bunch of weird stuff to it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I just remember playing one of them and yeah, it's just, yeah.
Resident Evil 8 will continue Resident Evil 7's first-person structure.
First-person shooter structure? Yeah, FPS, yeah.
Yeah, FPS structure. I could see that. I'm kind of surprised that we're going to get anything with there.
Honestly, if they can put out anything that remotely is playing, just like the remake of RE7, everyone's going to be on board with it.
Yeah,
RE7 was incredible.
Honestly, after 7 did so well and kind of brought back everything, like made it as Resident Evil as popular as it is now, I kind of thought we were just going to get remakes all the way back up to 7, and then we were going to get 8.
I don't think anyone's going to complain.
No. I mean, 2 was amazing. I'm excited for 3.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. No, yeah, Jesus, it's 2. Sorry, not 7. My bad.
What?
No, I was thinking about the one that just came out, which was 2. You're right.
Yeah, 2 is the remake, and then we're getting 3 as
is
a remake.
Biohazard. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah, 2 and 3 is going to be incredible. 2 was incredible. 3 is going to be insane. Yeah.
Capcom has got a seemingly soft reboot, sprinkling tiny bits of Resident Evil lore with a seemingly brand new story. It was fantastic, yes, because 7 you didn't even realize was in the main line until you beat the game. Spoilers for a game that came out like 3 years ago now. I mean, Chris showing up at the ending, linking the whole thing together with the DLC. That was brilliant. I love the way they did that. Yeah, because 7 allowed people like you who. You knew of Resident Evil, you liked the idea of Resident Evil, but Resident Evil had gotten...
We've played like 4 or 5 and 6 together.
I played all the side ones, even the one with the boat.
I know. You were
That's
a
what I'm saying.
more
Like people
involved,
like you who had a passing idea of how what Resident Evil was about, but you didn't know the whole thing with the viruses and stuff like that. I mean, I know that covered it.
I did watch the shitty movies, but
no, it'll be interesting to see what they do and how they're going to continue to build on the lore they've already done while making them new games. So. And lastly, on the leaked titles, PlayStation. That's the worst number one
February?
ever.
Well, come on, dude.
No, actually, I know what this is. It's a lie. So according to this, and this may still happen technically, Sony will reveal the PlayStation 5 in February. There's a fake account that tweeted out stating that this is going to be happening. So whether or not it actually happens, I don't know. Or if the fake account piggybacked on the potential announcement from them. Either way, I don't know.
I mean, we already have the logo, right? Like
we have the logo. PlayStation 5. I don't know what I think about PlayStation 5, the new Xbox, because we are hitting. I have been the advocate since the beginning for consoles over PC, and it's not because I don't think PCs are more powerful, more capable, moddable. I love building a PC. It's entirely because of the mass market appeal of a console. Buy a box, buy a disc, you put it in.
Yeah,
even my idiot friends can do that, and I can play Call of Duty and various games with them. Oh, I was in the Army for 10 years, Natalie. There are people who did not understand how a computer would turn on. Never mind.
I know, I was with you, so I can vouch for that.
That's what I'm saying.
It is no reason to just call them out like that.
I'm not naming names, am I?
That's true.
But they
know who you are, though.
These are the same people who would buy the PlayStation and didn't understand that you shouldn't put drinks on it, or that the discs shouldn't be pulled out and just thrown across the room. Like, give them a PC and they're going to break it in half. So I've always said that consoles are better than PC on the idea of getting a more mass market appeal, getting more people to play on them, stuff like that. Easier to get games, easier to understand, no upgrades. I love my PC. You should see my PC. That thing's incredible. I play so much on that thing, but
okay.
I'm just saying. So I'm interested in what's going to happen with PlayStation 5 and Xbox, because we are getting closer to PC. We are getting closer to games being on everything.
I mean,
we are getting away from exclusivities.
And consoles seem to like the more we evolve with them, the more they seem to try and look like a PCs themselves too.
Right.
Which is kind of weird.
No, they are, and that's why I'm curious what's going to happen. But I don't consider that to be the leaks. We already knew this was a thing. This isn't really a leak. So
yeah. I
wish there was a different number one on this.
I mean, do you have a personal number one?
No, because if I knew leaks, I can make our own list.
He has a point. Point taken. Yep. I mean, it was still a pretty good list. Something so.
Oh, it was a good list. I don't like the number one.
I still think 2020 is going to be great for gaming.
Oh, it is, especially with everything being pushed back to October.
Yeah.
Looking at all of you, game companies.
So
everyone is coming out in March. Now they're all coming out in October.
Are you also one of these people that just are so unbelievably, like,
I am butthurt,
self-absorbed that you just actually you are, yes.
You know me.
Exactly. Like, you just, the devs can take as long as they want.
It's their vision. I agree with you on that.
At the end of the day, it's their vision, not yours. And if they feel like they have to push back their IPs to make it look like their vision is coming to fruition and not completely tarnished because they just wanted to rush it out the door, they can do that.
I agree with you on that. I do. I just wish that they wouldn't have announced like 5 different games coming out of March and then moved them all to the end of the year.
And if you don't like it, make your own game.
No, but they could have just not announced their release date if they were that far off.
Okay, Ben, do you not understand how marketing works?
No,
you need to have some hype behind it.
I do, but now the hype's killed.
Do you think that I don't know, like, pick a game. I don't know. Kojima is just going to be like, hey, tomorrow this game's available. You haven't said anything about it.
Warframe does it all the time. And then it comes out as a buggy mess, but still.
It's an MMO.
It's not really.
It is. It's free to play too.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to get more of Natalie's opinion, where can they find you, Natalie?
They can find me on twitch.tv/Yorcia.
Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday in the evenings, right?
How do you know my schedule?
Because I can't talk to you during it.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah.
And I stream every Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning at twitch.tv/EligibleMonster. I have the channel names linked up. But yeah, you can find both of us there chatting about various games and stuff like that. We are back here at EM. It's going to primarily be me and Natalie, but don't worry, you will still see Andy, Dan, and other cohorts eventually. We're just trying to put the focus on Natalie.
And you.
No, not me. I'm not important.
Oh, well, you kind of are. I mean, you kind of like help the team, so.
Thank you, guys, and we'll see you next time right here.